Yeah, hi. Is this Middlebrow?
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Middlebrow podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Brian Park.
I'm Dan Rosen. Brian is laughing because he again forgot to press record on his end. We're recording remotely today, and I know how to do one of the two things necessary to record a podcast, which is to press record on the video and press record on the audio. But Brian is in his new live, laugh, love era, and he's just at one with the universe, and so he thinks he doesn't have to press record. He's already in touch with everything that needs to be done. So,
Woo, Dan coming in hot on this episode. Dan, it's okay. Life happens. Life is good. You know those little T-shirts that you see at the airport with the stick figures? That's me.
That's
you.
I
forgot to record the first 5 minutes of this episode. It's all good. In fact, the listeners, you are getting a even better version of this podcast episode because now we could just rehash everything that we just said, but it won't be as authentic or as natural anymore.
By the way, behind every easygoing, breezy, just chill, bro, it's going to be fine person is a best friend or a spouse who is the most stressed, anxious person in the world, duct taping their life together, cleaning up their ruins. Every friend group has one person who has to be the mean, cruel parent because otherwise nothing would get done.
Are you that person?
I am totally that person. Well, depending on the friend group. I like not being that person. But in one friend group of mine, like there would be no restaurant reservation. There'd be no travel booking. We would not do anything.
I can't believe you said that on record. Your wife is going to listen to this. And what is she going to think when she hears you say
not in that travel group.
Did you just see what happened? I am such a good bro to you. I saved you right there. I prevented a potential fight.
No, she's not part of this friend group. This is a middle school friend group.
Okay. I am that person in my friend group. And you know what? I'm abandoning that. Let's see if this restaurant that's really popular has a table for 7 on a Friday night. Let's see what happens.
I look forward to your Korean parents' upbringing to just slowly seep back in as the months go by.
Oh, it's not happening. That's not happening. New year, new me, Dad. We're still going strong. I'm swagging out. Life's good. We're remote right now. Dan is in London. I'm in New York. And I realized that I wasn't recording when I had just complained to Dan. I told you that it's annoying that you're in London because you're 5 hours ahead. And I wake up every morning to a slew of texts from you that say, did you do this? Did you book this? Did you do this? I would love if you leaned... Dan, you are still that. Let it go. Let's see what happens.
No.
You've been ruining my mornings for the past week and a half.
Good. I'm glad. Someone has to. Someone has to put you in your place. I'm not letting your positive energy bring me down. I need to bring you down into the muck with me. We're locked in for 2026, Brian.
No. That was me. 2025 me. I said I was locked in. Now it's live, laugh, love. We're in the live, laugh, love me.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. That just means, again, I'm going to be the friend where the burden just falls on me. That's what always happens.
Dan, I thought you would like this. While I was waiting for you to join our call, I was browsing on LinkedIn, as I do when I have 3 to 5 minutes of free time.
Okay.
And this LinkedIn post from the chief marketing officer at Heineken. The fans spoke and we listened. After nearly a decade, Dos Equis is bringing back the most interesting man in the world. And stay thirsty, my friends.
Oh, God.
The iconic figure makes his...
Even commercials are in stuck culture. We can't even have even in the advertising, they're creatively stuck where they can only harken back to the past and nostalgia. You thought it was just movies and music and TV. They're just doing endless rehashes and reboots. No, we exhumed the dead body of the most interesting man. Is it the same guy? That guy's in a wheelchair now. That guy's in hospice care.
His spirit will live on with us going into 2026. It's going to be a good year, Dan.
That seemed like a good gig to write those one-liners. Maybe they'll hire me. How do I apply for that job to write the Dos Equis most interesting man in the world?
I am surprised that copywriters are even needed anymore. You just need one person in ChatGPT.
Oh yeah, let me try right now. Let me see give me 10 examples of what the most interesting man in the world Dos Equis commercial taglines could be. See, these suck. He once went to a silent retreat and was the only one who didn't post about it on Instagram. Boo. Shit sucks. Shit sucks. We still another year where I still have a job,
Woo.
Brian. Looks like I still have a job.
For the ad agency,
he puts his
folks.
phone on airplane mode, the airline asks him for his flight plan. Not funny.
Okay, Dan, you are in London in the winter season. You are not,
my God, dude.
You are.
I understand. Okay. I've never really been here in January. I now finally understand the British soul. Having been here for almost 2 weeks, where there's about 2 hours of daylight, and those hours are pissing rain and gray.
I think it would suit you though. You haven't gotten a barber jacket yet? You got your hunter boots on? Throw them off in the mud room?
Yeah, the mud room of this flat that I'm staying in which the lift is broken. No, I understand why everyone here is absolutely miserable and has horrible skin and is dehydrated. I've ate Pret a Manger literally every single day for the last 2 weeks.
Wow, throwback.
They should give me British citizenship. Everyone here is obsessed with Pret. That is like it's like the way people in the South talk about Waffle House is how they worship Pret here. And the catering at our on our movie set that I'm working on is so bad that the writers have rebelled and we just order Pret because they've been feeding us prison slop.
And what are you ordering at Pret? Are you doing a half sandwich, half soup combo?
I've ordered every single item on the menu. There's nothing I haven't tried in deep desperation. Because also we're in the middle of nowhere. We're like by the airport, these studios. So I can't even get Gale's is like maybe the upscale version of that here. The upscale, that's like closer to, I don't know, like Le Pan quotidien if you're American. And yeah, we can't even get that on Deliveroo. A Deliveroo driver. And the reason I was fucking late to this podcast is because the highway speed limit is 30 miles per hour. I feel like everyone has gone insane. I'm like in Inception where I'm like, you don't have to live like this, British people. You don't have to abide by these senseless laws that I could walk faster than this.
Well, I'm sorry, Dan. Okay, I'm sorry that you're put up in a beautiful flat and you're working on a movie. I'm sorry that you are enduring this miserable experience in this horrible life of yours.
It's rough. But I'll be okay.
I think you'll be okay.
I'm working on like one of the last movies. I'll be able to tell everyone what the movie is when it comes out in a few months.
Okay.
I'm under NDA, innit?
You're under NDA. Our
British listeners fucking hate when we do this.
Are you the only American?
It's a kind of co-American British production. So there's one of the producers is American, but I'm the only American writer. I'm basically there to be like, no one in America will get this when they pitch a joke. We don't know what Nando's is. You can't fucking pitch that. I introduced the writer's assistant to flavored seltzer because that's not a thing here, and this blew her mind. You need to walk into Whole Foods and see just a psychotic capitalist hellscape of different flavored seltzers.
Honestly, I'm out on flavored seltzer. What are you, a child? The only acceptable flavored seltzer is lime. That's it. Lime or clear.
Wait. See how quickly the fun open Brian drops? The negative true judgy Brian just can't help but rear its hard cock.
Can you fucking stop? Are there any women in your writer's room? Because the first joke you went into was a phallic one.
There's some.
The assistant. I think the assistant is
assistant. There's a writer. It's not really it's mostly the producers of the movie. I mean, I think like eventually all the movies have moved here because of the tax breaks. So I was talking to one of the writers, and he does a lot of punch-up work on movies, and he said that it's been like boom times because all the productions have moved here as, LA is breaking off into the San Andreas fault of its own, stupid bureaucracy and not able to film. London's actually, I guess, giving stage time away for free. You should move here. If you're a young aspiring comedy writer, I feel like it's better here in London.
I am wondering when LA is finally going to look at itself in the mirror. I don't know if you've had this, but every meeting that I've had with LA industry folks, it's always been some variant of, it's just a really, really weird time, but just got to get through 2026. Just got to get through 2025. Survive 20. Hasn't it just been that for the last 5 to 6 years?
Yeah, and every year it's worse. And by the way, there are another huge negotiations coming up for all the different unions. So let's see how that goes. No, the future is Pete Davidson doing a podcast for Netflix, which is somehow not a talk show. It's a podcast, which I guess is a way to get around paying union.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, I think it's going to be good. I think Pete Davidson is a really healthy role model for young men in America. And I wish him all of the best because I think he's talented. He's hardworking. And yeah, I think the video podcast is going to be great.
Yeah, I just don't know, like, if you're on Netflix and you could like, why are you going to watch like fugly Matt Rife? Like, what is the point?
For someone like John Mulaney, I have a clear image of who his audience is. Pre-affair, pre-coke addiction, John Mulaney was for liberal arts man. Who is Pete Davidson for?
It's a great
question.
Ride or die. I mean, I guess
ride
like
or die.
It does seem like
Staten Island,
hot 50-year-old actresses who still got it. That seems big. Yeah. His whole thing does seem like a Make-A-Wish kid that's gotten way out of control. Like they're like, okay, your dad died on 9/11, so we'll let you do some stand up, and it's just really has snowballed. And it's like he really made the most of it. He like started dating the most famous women on the planet. Yeah,
good for him.
Figured it out.
He is.
I think there's. We're being too mean about Pete Davidson. I think he has some sort of some aura, as the kids say. He's aura farming.
There's a new SNL cast member named Cam Patterson, who came up through the Austin comedy scene. And during the winter holiday, I think he went back to Austin. He was touring a bit. And I'm seeing these stand-up clips where he is just outwardly saying, like, before SNL, I'd never even fucking heard of SNL. I'm like a 23-year-old black guy. Like, why the fuck would I have ever seen SNL? I don't know who any of these people are. And I'm like, you know what? As it should, great.
Drewski is more relevant to the culture than SNL, by far. He has a bigger impact. Yeah, what have you been up to in my absence?
I'm feeling great. I am, I see a lot of art while you're away. And it's this funny dynamic that emerges because when you're in New York and you text me, hey, you want to go see this? You want to do that? I'm just like, how many fucking... I just want to stay
You mean when
at
I try
home.
when I try to enrich your soul and expand your horizons into the bountiful creative life that is New York City?
So I've been enriching my creative spirit, which I will talk about later in this episode. But my true passion, tennis, is coming out of hibernation because the Australian Open starts this week. It's the first major of the year. And I want to talk about it very briefly. And listeners, I know, I know it's polarizing. I know it's polarizing. Okay, we have the 40-year-old male listeners who are like, I love the tennis conversation, and all of the women have said, I hate the tennis conversation. But
we have to find we have to get Hannah Berners, right? Doesn't she play tennis?
Yeah, she played Division I at Wisconsin.
Yeah, we gotta get her fans start listening, just for our tennis segments.
The Australian Open is the first of 4 majors. So right now, this past week, there have just been kind of tune-up events that are a lot of exhibitions to drum up publicity around the event. And it's already been deemed a huge success because this year, the Australian Open, they implemented a 1-point tournament. They selected 48 players. 24 of them are quote-unquote amateurs. They're non-professionals. And the remaining 24. We have women's tennis professionals and men's tennis professionals. And it's literally a tournament where you just play 1 point. So if you win the point,
is there a serve?
There's a serve. So pro players get 1 serve, amateurs get 2 serves. The grand
Isn't it like
prize.
A serve bot?
No.
Isn't a serve bot just going to win this?
Well, Dan, it's been a great success because it went mega viral. The grand prize for this tournament is 1 million Australian dollars, which converts to about 675,000 US dollars. An amateur won it this year.
Yeah,
now,
it's almost luck. At that point, it's almost luck. Luck is a big part of it.
I want to talk about this because it is kind of adding a WWE wrestling component to tennis where a lot of casual fans can see it, and it's crazy. You're like, whoa, I want to see an amateur
it's not the
play
sport,
against.
It's a stunt.
Now, the funny thing about it, though, is $1 million. That's more money than a lot of these journeyman pros who are outside of the top 100 will ever. This is the biggest prize for them. And so when it's 1 point, it very quickly emerges like who really needs this and who doesn't.
Yeah.
So like
guys, it's so sad.
It's quite fucked. There's a Squid Game element to it because you have the top 10
Which is, by the way,
players.
our whole culture is slowly
Everything
devolving.
is Squid Game. Everything is
everything is Paul Verhoeven and Squid Game, and you like the 1% will rule the world, and then we'll give like insane humiliation rituals to 100 people. Everything is Mr. Beast. Great.
I just felt I felt sad seeing this because you have the number 1 player, Jannik Sinner or Carlos Alcaraz, and then you have Iga Swiatek and like Coco Gauff on the women's side. They don't need the $1 million. And in fact, it would look bad if they did win the $1 million. So they kind of threw their matches, or they're just fucking around, joking. But then around the quarterfinal round, that's when you have the pros who are ranked like 150. And they're playing against the amateurs. And they're so nervous. No one is hitting the ball hard because they're like, holy fucking shit, I need this $1 million. And it's so... And so in the semifinals...
So everyone's just pushing?
Everyone is
the pushing tournament?
You can look this up on YouTube. In the semifinals, the eventual winner, who's an amateur, his name is Jordan Smith. He's playing against this guy named Pedro Martinez, who's a professional men's tennis player. He's ranked around 100 in the world. So this is a meaningful amount of money to him. And
this is going to be all the rest, more than the rest of it he'll ever make.
He misses a shot, and it's really tight. He shanks a ball, and you just see him. He yells, "Fuck!" But then quickly, he's like, "Oh, optically, it's not a good look. If I'm actually a pro."
We live in a sick. It's just Gladiator. We just want Gladiator.
This is the type of stunt that is going to grow the sport of tennis. So. It's Jover.
Because also
we're gonna get more Squid Game.
Social, in every sport. I'm sure basketball will start doing this shit. Because basketball, you can just have like 3-point contests. You can do all sorts of weird things where there is a person who can't really play a full game, but they could optimize amazingly well for just like the 3-point shot. So you can have all these weird things that just has like these bots that are really, really good at one thing, and maybe they can win if they do that. But everything's just going to be optimized to social media content and gambling, mostly gambling.
Oh, did you see that gambling is the second fastest growing industry in terms of GDP in America?
Yeah, that's a sign of a healthy economy.
Let's fucking go, baby.
They had it at the Golden Globes, too. Did you see? They had it at the Golden Globes. Oh, yeah. What are we doing?
Brought to you by Polymarket.
Again, most people will live in absolute misery as their job is replaced by AI, and then a lucky few degenerate gamblers will win a lottery ticket. That seems
we
like
should have
really healthy.
We should be sponsored by Polymarket. Every episode there should be a ticker on our YouTube, and it'll show the betting odds of will Dan bring up Marshall McLuhan on this episode. I think that'd be fun. We're open to
yell
it.
at Dan for making a dick joke.
If someone works at Polymarket, bang our line. You know where to find us.
I'm not going to be sponsored by those fucking vultures actively destroying the fabric of our society.
Okay, fine. Well, bang my line.
How many Iranian protesters will be shot today? Fucking evil shit.
I've been binging Culinary Class Wars. I finished it. I talked about it in the last episode, but I finished it. Have you been watching Culinary Class Wars on Netflix, Dan?
No. Why would I do that?
I've
been watching Ken Burns' The American Revolution, Brian. That's what I've been watching.
What is that on?
It's on PBS.
Oh my God.
You don't got that PBS app, Brian?
I am not afraid anymore. I am trying to become more authentic and be true to myself. I have actively hated PBS since I was a child. I never
You didn't watch
fucked
Charlie
with
Rose?
Sesame Street.
No. You didn't like Charlie Rose? Charlie Rose was a hero in my family. That when Charlie Rose got Me Too, that was a dark day in our household. Actually, I think when we started this podcast, I was like, I want to do Charlie Rose. Charlie Rose is peak Middlebrow. But yeah, I've been watching the Ken Burns American Revolution. I think if you're looking for a slightly alternative history that centers maybe some of the more marginalized stories that occurred in the American Revolution and really exciting animographics, if that's a term, of how the different battles went down, this is a show for you.
Do you crush with your father-in-law?
He does. He listens to this podcast. We get along quite well. But I did briefly mention the Iranian protests, which, completely bleak situation that is not looking great. And, obviously in the Middlebrow podcast, we support. we support the revolution.
Wow, Dan. Okay. I don't see that. I don't see this on our agenda here. So this is coming from the heart.
No, but I have been getting a lot of comments from Iranians being like, "Why aren't you talking to us in your podcast?" So I'm here. Right. If you are not aware of the brutal crackdown and internet blackout, it is a very exciting moment and very, very horrible. And a lot of leftists seem to be confused. I don't know if you've seen that on Twitter, where they're like, they don't know because Iran is against, pushes back against American imperialism. So they're like, but how can I hate Iran? How can I hate the Iranian regime if they push back against Israel and Western hegemony? And it's like, it's actually not that hard. It's okay. You can when a religious fascist regime cuts out the internet and is slaughtering the people, you can just be like, that's not good. You're allowed. I give you permission. Free yourself from this simple binary that you see the world through. Apparently, they're going to have to move the city of Tehran, like the capital city, because they're running out of water, and they're taking it up from the ground, and the city is sinking. And it's like a city has grown to 12 million people, so it's way beyond its capacity. So at some point, they're going to literally have to move the entire capital city somewhere, which is insane.
If America were to do that, what do you think the new capital would be?
Right now, it would definitely be Boca Raton.
Jupiter, Florida.
Yeah, Jupiter, Florida. That honestly is the spiritual home of America right now, is Jupiter, Florida. Just a sea of used car dealerships and Jack in the Boxes and fast food restaurants.
Okay.
Jimmy John's.
I think Columbus, Ohio would be a close second.
I feel like, doesn't Columbus, Ohio have... No, that's Columbus, Indiana has the really great architecture, right?
That Kogonada film, Columbus, with John Cho and Haley Lee Richardson. Did you see that? That's extremely your type of movie.
Yeah, I've seen that. Whatever happened to John Cho? I feel like Kumar became he's a political maven. Didn't he work in the Obama administration? Kal Penn?
Yeah, Kal Penn worked in the Obama administration. He came out and now he's in the new season of Industry. Are you caught up with Industry?
I don't watch Industry.
The season 4 just came out. I got invited to the red carpet premiere of Industry.
Really?
I think we were.
I saw the Throwing Fits guys were.
Yeah.
We were?
You weren't here and I didn't go.
Oh, okay. Thanks for
you could have been. You could have been my plus one. You were in London and I didn't go because.
How come Brian gets the Industry invite and not just like how Brian gets the vintage Levi's?
Do you have a red carpet fit?
That's a good question.
I thought about this.
Own a tux.
I already had prior commitments, so I couldn't go. But I looked in my closet and I was like,
what would you have worn?
What would I have worn?
Huck?
Probably.
You'd have dressed up like Lana Del Rey's
No,
fiance.
honestly, what I usually end up gaslighting myself into when it comes to these sorts of engagements is I go very normcore and I tell myself, oh, it's actually quite cool to be very nonchalant. But then when I look at the photos from the event, I look like shit. And I regret not going maximalist in my approach.
Yeah. You go like Larry David, like sneakers and...
Yeah. Except I haven't created a hit television show where my reputation precedes me. So instead it's like, why is this random schleppy guy here?
Yeah, it's true. You can only do that if you're Mark Zuckerberg. That's the only way to wear hoodies.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough bind. So is it time to make an appointment at Jay Muser?
Or the Armory, if anyone who works at either of those places is listening.
Okay, let's get back to the substance of this pod, Dan. The advertising
we just
hour
found out
is
that
over.
If we talk about a specific subject, that there's a decent chance that we'll suddenly be sent that thing. So the incentives of that are very bad. Because now we're just gonna start saying like we just sprinkle it, and it's like why'd they talk about La Marzocco? Why'd they talk about La Marzocco espresso machines for 10 minutes? It's like
why did they bring up Iran all of a sudden?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that sweet Ayatollah bucks.
So Dan, you're someone who has never seen industry, and you're someone who has very loudly stated your disdain for heated rivalry. I give a lot of credit to the creators of industry because, much like us, they have a finger on the pulse of the zeitgeist, what people want. They're business people. So with season 1 of industry, they got into the nitty gritty of finance, you know? A lot of the dialogue was like, I need like 1,000 calls on this. We need to make this margin. And that's why I liked it. I was like, oh, cool. You know, for someone like me who was interested in finance, I feel like I got a little taste of what it's really like to be on the floor of the sales and trading team of a big bank. Come season 4 of industry, baby. One of the creators of the show in an interview said, we don't know what the fuck is going to happen. We're constantly making it up as we go along. We never had a big thesis statement about the world or capitalism. We just write what we think is interesting at the time. And that sometimes manifests in weird fucking things. They have totally abandoned that old playbook of staying close to the world of finance. This new season of industry, who knows what the fuck is going to happen? We have Max Minghala telling Cal Penn, fuck you, you're a shitty founder. And you know what? We're best friends, but I don't give a shit anymore. And then the very next scene, he is getting fucked in the ass by a huge black strap-on by Mahala. Like that is what industry is now.
I might have to tune in, honestly.
It is. It's heated rivalry.
So it's a little okay. Yeah, they saw the early cuts of heated rivalry, and they're like,
I mean,
gotta have a little more hardcore gay sex.
It's fun, and I will say I'm in. The soundtrack is great. You got some New Order, you got some Prodigy, and I'm into it. But it is abundantly obvious that season 3, they weren't sure if they were going to get their season renewed. Had the best season ever because they just went balls to the wall. And now, one episode in, it's clearly you have the writer's room, they have the cork board, and they're just like, we take out the big black dildo strap on.
So you're saying if I want to show about the intricacies of derivative swaps, this is not the show for me, is what you're saying?
Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to get much of that.
What's like an actual good movie about finance that where they actually like go into the finance and it's not
Margin
just
Call?
like American Psych. Oh yeah, Margin Call.
Margin
Call's so fucking good. I love
said
Jeremy
that to
Irons.
appease you.
You knew
Because that appeases your Michael Clayton brain so much.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. You know I listen to the Odd Lots podcast. You know how I do.
So now they don't even talk about the finances. I think so far they're talking about like OnlyFans and trading derivatives on OnlyFans, and you have Mahala.
So they're just looking at what's trending on Twitter, and they're like, let's make a show. Let's make a show of what's trending on Twitter.
And you know what? It makes for great television.
Yeah, a little gambling. Why not?
Why not? Why not?
Let's make Polymarket this show.
Honestly, Dan, let's pitch the founder story of Polymarket. 2 sprightly MIT students.
The most annoying fucking nerds of all time who don't even think about the repercussions. They're like, this would be cool. What if you added addictive behavior to everything?
Well, the big news right now in the tech space is, so there's an AI startup called Thinking Machines, which was founded by one of OpenAI's former co-founders, Mira Murati. During that brief moment where there was so much joy and optimism in the world, where Sam Altman was ousted as the CEO and the CEO of OpenAI in a hostile takeover. Well, Mira Murati defected and she poached a lot of talent and created Thinking Machines. It's a mystery. There's no product. They have $2 billion of funding, some astronomical
that's
number
every
like
AI
that.
company.
Right.
We're like, what do you do? We just had that used to be Bitcoin. We're like, what do you do?
Yeah.
And now it's like AI. What does your thing do?
Well, anyways, I guess half of the founding members have rejoined OpenAI.
Good sign.
That's a great sign. You know, I think as much as I don't want to, you can't bet against Sam Altman, you know?
I don't know. I've seen that that since Gemini got the new upgrade, ChatGPT's numbers have cratered, and Gemini's been eating their lunch a little bit. And Gemini just did a partnership with Apple now. So crazy. So crazy. But literally the exact thing Google was sued for by the government and is investigated for the FTC, which is that Google search is the default on Safari. Now Gemini is the default on all Apple products.
None of the words that we have said in the last 3 minutes of this podcast, they're not in the Bible.
They're not your daddies. Also, why do I even know this? Why I don't want to know about any of these stupid AI. I want just wake me up when one of them wins, and none of us have jobs. And
did I call it or did I call it, Dan? I told you TBPN. As soon as we finished recording that episode, 2 days later, huge Vanity Fair spread. Do listeners want a TBPN of what we are doing?
Yeah, what is it we're doing? What are we doing? Yeah, do people want a TBPN of talking about
space.
The art space, the new
the
stock,
art, culture, tech,
the new stock at Venn Space? What's going on at David Zwirner Gallery? That's what's interesting to people.
It's a test against your personal dignity because the tech space, it's just filled with people who want to be validated. So if you are willing to pump up these tech lords and give them what they want and give them a platform while still selling this attitude of cool, there's so many dollars in that. That is effectually what TBPN is.
Isn't this what our friends Ben and Emil do? Isn't that their exact show?
I think they're not as in bed with them though. They critique them too much, you know?
Oh, right. Okay. So these are just like it's like fun PR. Great. Let's do that. Oh, Brian, speaking of Korean maxing, we both saw No Other Choice.
Oh, sorry, I brought up Culinary Class Wars. Dan, you need to see this, okay? Because this is peak Squid Gamification of reality television, all right? Because the stakes is you're just cooking. And the premise of the show is you have 50 prestigious chefs with sort of Michelin star-like accolades versus 50 Black Spoon chefs. They're not as known yet. And it's a test of, can one of these black underdog chefs cook a better meal than...
Oh, very much like the Australian Open.
Very much like the Australian Open. I feel like I'm watching Squid Game. Korea needs to fucking chill, man.
Yeah, what's going on? Even No Other Choice, which we'll talk about soon,
Korea
is also about like a zero-sum, like killing
all
everyone
zero-sum.
else.
It's all zero-sum. And...
what is it about Korean culture that produces these sorts of shows and stories?
I'm too in it. I'm too brainwashed, Dan. My DNA has capitalism helixed around my actual DNA, okay?
Yeah, Korea really took...
I'm pretty sure I've told you that.
Capitalism hard. We gave it to them. We forced it upon them, and they were like, "We're going to go the furthest with this anyone has ever gone."
Is the worth of an artist directly tied to their net worth and the value of their work? There's a non-0% part of me that believes that. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
I'll say it with my chest.
The market decides.
The market
How could the market be wrong? It's priced in, baby. It's priced in.
Everyone, you have to watch it. It's Squid Game. It's reality TV. Dialed up to 1,000. Everything is so dramatic, so absolutist in its stakes. But the judges are so fucking mean, and Koreans are so fucking mean. So they have nicknames. They ascribe nicknames to all of these contestants. Here are some of the contestants' names that I'm going to tell you, okay? For the, middle-aged woman who specializes in Chinese cuisine, her nickname is Witch with a Wok. Okay. And then for the guy with a humble restaurant in a smaller city in Korea, Loner with a hole in the wall.
Jesus.
Makes for great television. That is the value.
Are they not woke? Are they not woke in Korea? Can you just call people fat? Can you, if someone's fat, you could just say, you're fat. That's bad.
They got some work to do. They are just learning about Betty Friedan, okay?
They're just getting... Oh, well, actually, I had a question about this because No Other Choice, the Park Chan-wook movie, which I think is just coming out, which I really liked. There's like a costume dance scene in this movie.
Yeah.
Where the wife of the protagonist dresses up like Pocahontas in a Native American outfit.
Yeah.
And in Parasite, the end of Parasite, there's a birthday party also where everyone is dressed up as Native Americans.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is going on in Korea where everyone thinks it's okay to cosplay? Don't they know that my culture is not your costume, Brian? Didn't they have 2016 Vice? Didn't they have Lenny, the newsletter?
I don't know what to tell you. Unfortunately, I don't think the land acknowledgements that are coming from the Brooklyn Academy of Music, they're falling on deaf ears in Korea.
I guess so. I guess we have to go tell them that they have a deeply problematic. The flattening of the planet and the logic of the internet has really just removed any barriers, and we have complete context collapse. And it's honestly kind of amazing. I think, as long as you're...
Ding, 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 ding. For the people who bet that Dan was going to say context collapse, you're a big winner on this episode. So we saw Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice. This is a peak Korea movie. It's about a man, he's a family man, who is laid off from his job at a paper company, and he's got a mortgage to pay. He's got bills to pay. He's got to send his children to classes.
Fancy cello class.
What's he got to do? What's a man got to do? He's trying to apply for a new job at a new paper factory, but he's got 5 other applicants who are more qualified than him. What the fuck is a man supposed to do? And so the movie follows him as he eliminates them one by one.
And he's not good at it. It's close. It descends into almost Looney Tunes. He's not a good killer. And he's kind of hapless and slapstick. It's quite a funny movie, which I was not expecting.
Super funny, hilarious.
Tonally, it shifts from deep, dark anguish, and cruelty and violence to just this kind of bumbling idiot who doesn't know how to commit murder at all.
It's incredible.
And it's with the star of Squid Game.
Lee Byung-hun.
Great face, amazing, great teeth.
He is like the Brad Pitt of Korea. Surprise, surprise. Brad Pitt is amazing at comedy, as we saw in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Well, he sometimes appears in American movies, right?
Yeah, he was in that movie, The Good, the Bad, the Weird. From a while back.
Yeah, so yeah. I feel like anytime they bring a legend from another country, we see them, they probably put them in some shallow role where they just play stoic Asian guy or something.
Dan, who knew? Asians, we're not a monolith.
Oh, he's in G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. Yeah, so he just comes here, and I'm sure they bring we need a tough Asian guy to get to sell this movie in Korea. Right. And so they force him into this one-dimensional role, and he's so fucking good in this.
He's incredible. And you texted me, everyone has perfect teeth in this film. At the end of last year, we said, we had a momentary lapse of judgment where we let Marty Supreme of it all kind of cloud our perspective and our wants and our desires. We want to see more interesting faces. Do we, Dan? Do you still feeling that way after seeing No Other Choice?
Well, actually, kind of like Brad Pitt, he's, I think he's in his mid-50s. He has the kind of great face, or Jude Law, of someone who was really handsome and now he started to age a little bit and there's some crow's feet and it makes his face much more interesting. to me. Or like Hugh Grant. I feel like they're able to shed that one-dimensional, like, cute boy thing. And
there was a while where Jude Law, you know, he was in everything, and a lot of his street style fits were so avant-garde, where he'd be wearing like Rick Owens or like Ann Demula Meester,
Really?
like really like diaper bag type of fits with like the drapey.
He's on that like Robin Williams tip.
Not even Robin Williams. Robin Williams is like more zany, but like Jude Law was for a while rocking very runway adjacent high fashion looks.
Yeah, he was the.
There
Jacob
are no male
Elordi
movie stars in America who are really doing that.
No, Jacob Elordi is the only one I can think of, kind of.
But it's so safe. We got to bring back someone who's gonna go a little. I guess Timmy. Someone who's a little freaky with it. Bring back a Rick Owens, just like a male.
Timmy is pretty freaky with it. Yeah, I mean, you just have to be so undeniably hot that you could kind of just wear a paper bag and people would be like, yeah, that's a cool thing.
I know. There was a period
like
where
Jude Law in Talented Mr. Ripley. Like what do you even want in life?
He made me want a receding hairline. That's how hot he is. I was like, damn, that kind of looks
You started
sick.
shaving just a little bit?
Just shave the temple region a bit more. No, but did you like No Other Choice? The cinematography, some of the shots are insane.
One of the best. I thought it was one of my favorite movies. And yet he has, so much style to spare. Like it just pours out of him. There's like no normal shot or coverage in this. He has so much fun. He's putting cameras like, as someone does a Jaeger or like a shot bomb in a beer, he puts the camera on
inside. It's crazy.
Inside, and you just see the shot glass go. It's just a joy, and you feel like someone's using every tool of cinema to be playful. He did this in Decision to Leave too, where I just felt like he's one of the few people who uses technology in a kind of exciting way. Like he uses the reflection of iPads to show people's faces and what they're looking at the same time. And there are all these kind of really ingenious shots that, I mean, really do not exist in mainstream American movies at all. Go see this movie.
He's goated with the sauce, baby. But I'm telling you on a personal level, Dan, I don't know. You're going to have to help me navigate this, okay? And it's like a timing thing, I saw No Other Choice. It's hyper stylized. It's slick. It's beautiful. And then I went to go see some art. I'll be really brief with it. Have you been to Amont?
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
No, what's Amont?
It's basically a museum that's not too far from me, located in Williamsburg. It's an arts organization and residency created by Lonty Ebers, big time art collector.
Yeah, I've been here.
It's this like beautiful compound that is amongst this very warehouse heavy area of Williamsburg. It's not her private collection. Like, I think she is using this as a museum that shows more experimental work. And I went to go see this exhibition by this Chinese artist named Lu Yang. It's called Doku 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 Samsara.exe. And Lu Yang, based in Shanghai and Tokyo, they represented China in the Venice Biennale in 2015 and 2022. I really want you to see this because I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it.
Nice. How long is it up for?
You'll be able to see it when you get back. It's in the same realm as Kim Il-young's Delivery Dancer. A lot of generative AI. A lot of his work has like heavy Buddhist themes to it. The cyclicality of life. And they have created this avatar for themselves called Doku. And it's very like Tekken. Do you ever play Tekken? Any sort of fighting game graphics. They've created different versions of themselves. They have this other installation where they created arcade games to like represent the different rings or stages of life in like Buddhist theology. Another
great hack, just make video games. You're like, this is art. And I'm like, I'm playing a video game.
Stop,
so
dude.
Fun. Art is so fun.
Stop. We're still in like the early stages of all this new media stuff with like AI, generative AI, avatars. A lot of artists are still trying to figure out how to implement it in a cohesive way in their practice that isn't just embracing it because it's new, A lot of these crypto bro adjacent artists, there's no like conceptuality behind it. It's just like, look at these crazy colors I'm making. Whereas I think like Lu Yang really is using it in a way that makes sense for themselves and their identity and their story that they want to tell. Resurrection, the porous nature of gender. Their new piece at Amont it was so like meta to the sense of like they were using a lot of generative AI images to create these like crazy worlds, and you're following this avatar explore them much like you would like watching someone else play a video game. But then the text and the voiceover and like the subtitles are like, it was like my rant about cruises. It's like, what is even like creativity? Like there is no such thing as creativity, because it's all just a jigsaw puzzle of like trying to take pre-existing ideas but then shifting it slightly. And it's like this meta commentary that is played over this like loop of generative AI. And so I was like, okay, great.
To be honest, I have fucking no idea what this is based on your explanation. But however, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
You're intrigued?
I'll go see it.
I was like, great. This is, from a conceptual standpoint, this is cool. I get it. This is a conceptually sound implementation of new media generative AI art. But then, Dan, I got drinks with a few fine artists, painters, and I met one. You know, I was asking him about his takes on art, and he told me that he hates conceptual art. He's like, I fucking hate conceptual art. I don't fuck with conceptual art. I was like, why? And he's like, cool, you're smart. So what?
No, stupid.
There's no feeling behind it. And now,
well, This person can look forward to the.
I kind of see his point now.
This is what happens when you come up with the cruise. It's on cruise brain.
Give me more. Give me more
Why
feeling.
Doesn't it look like the thing? That's my kid could do that. I don't understand. Art should only look like the thing in the real world. It should only be a representation.
That's not even the real. But come on, there's so many paintings that aren't the actual thing. I kind of see his point, Dan. So
that you hate conceptual art. Well, get ready for the. I'm going to drag you to the Duchamp retrospective coming to MoMA, so you can see the birth of conceptual art.
But again, Dan, I get it.
Yourself.
Like Duchamp was subversive for its time. Why do we still have copies of Duchamp in 2026?
There's obviously horrible conceptual art. There's horrible art of every kind. There's horrible figurative art that's hacky and cliche and unimaginative. But there's still, I don't know. I went to Alex DeCourte's show at Matthew Mark's. I guess that's conceptual art. It's an installation. I think it fucking rocks. He's great.
I'm just telling you, Dan, this is my spiritual journey. You are you, I am me. I am trying to become more authentic.
I'm a more evolved Pokemon where I'm able to appreciate things beyond just their ocular
You know what, Dan?
Gifts.
I am trying to be true to my feelings.
There are other things that can be provided to me intellectually.
I'm trying to be true to my feelings, you know? I think there was a phase where I was trying to meet you on a conceptual level. Maybe I don't
What's
like
a conceptual piece that you've hated? You don't like going to Dia Beacon? You're not a Dia Beacon, bro?
I've been to the New Museum, and I have seen a sculpture where it was like a fan blowing a bed sheet. I'm tired. I had a long day. Sometimes I just want to see something beautiful.
That is beautiful.
I don't want to see.
You have to shift your conception of beauty,
no,
Brian.
I'm out, dude.
You just have such Western colonialist notions of beauty.
I'm done.
You know?
I'm out.
That's a perfect, beautiful moment captured by this artist. Did you see American Beauty, where the plastic bag is floating in the sky? That's art, Brian.
I want our podcast to embrace a feelings-forward approach, Dan, okay? Not everyone wants to hear cerebral takes. Sometimes you're speechless. You can't find the words to describe the joy that you feel when you watch Culinary Class Wars, okay? You just have to go with it, Dan.
You're the one who went to the art space in Williamsburg. And so even though you're post-cruise smooth-brained, there is a part of you that still, hears the siren call of the snobby intellectual work and knows that your body needs nourishment from something deeper than
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Classics.
We'll see what happens. I'm sure there are listeners who can relate that when you go to these spaces and these art residencies, sometimes you leave feeling like you want to lean into becoming more of a troglodyte. because you can see through all of it.
As Brian Park once said, what is taste? That's
Okay,
an episode, everybody.
That's an episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Listeners, well, I don't know about you, Dan, but I'm leading for your feelings first. I am loving this energy from the Middlebrow podcast and the community in the new year. You guys are busy in the comments. It's such a joy to watch. And
it's a joy. Someone started a subreddit for us, which I am looking forward to being analyzed and dissected.
I haven't looked. I'm bricked up. I'm not going to look.
That's good. Yeah.
But this is a great energy. I'm feeling a lot of positivity, a lot of optimism. It's the year of the horse. I am a horse.
Yeah.
This is our
As
year.
America descends into unbridled fascism and imperialism, Brian is feeling good. And so should you, listeners. Good. Because even if we, Trump can't stop the Middlebrow podcast.
One love. Thanks for listening.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
Hope to see you next week.
Bye.
Leave a comment. Bye-bye. Tell your friends.
Okay, that was Middlebrow.